another Solis cookie corner. Yeah! No, I'm just acting stupid. So I haven't done one of these cookie corners in a long time, and I keep getting requests to do one. So I decided to make Albondigas. It's a soup, Mexican soup, and it's delicious. It's like a meatball soup, and everybody around the house has been requesting this for a while now. So I have all the ingredients here with a couple extra that's not in the camera, but I got some cilantro. This is an optional thing that you put on top afterwards. Cilantro, you can put it on. Carrots, normally I have celery to go in it. We had celery at the house, so I didn't buy any at the store. I come home to find out that the celery had gone bad, so there's no celery this time, but it is what it is. The meat, the main course, some beef bouillon cubes, onions, breadcrumbs, some salsa. These are the stuff I use. Like I said, there's a couple of things, but we'll do it as we go along. So and I'll be doing things how I do it. I'm not going to show the whole process, but clips of it so you can get the idea. So here we go. All right, as you see, I got my cooking hat on, so I'm good to go now. All right, so first thing we need to do is we have to dice up a bunch of stuff and add it to the water, but the water needs to be boiling. So we got 8 cups of water here. I'm making this for 12. Now, I don't have 12 people here, but the way my fat family eats, we like a lot of food. It'd be like that. I know I can hear my brother rolling his eyes at me right now. So we got that. We're going to start this to start boiling. We need to cut up our vegetables and other stuff. So let's get that ready and move it on. Okay, so now I've already peeled the potatoes and my carrots. I cut the ends off and everything. So we have to dice the potatoes. This is the way I do it. Now, I definitely ain't no professional, and I'm pretty sure professional has a better way to do this, but they're not here. I am, and this is the way I do it. You do it the way you do it. At the end of the day, dice potatoes. Oh, got one trying to run away. Okay, potatoes are done. Moving on to carrots, same thing. You just, okay, in the recipe it asks for it to be sliced. I don't really like sliced. I like more chopped. And we got one that got away. I choose not to put my finger on that one. See, I like these thick pieces of carrot better. They're gonna cook, they're gonna get soft. I like it better than them sliced. I mean, like, once again, this is just something that you choose on your own what you want to do. If you prefer sliced, then go for the slice. I prefer the chopped, so I go for the chopped. And will you be chopped? Now we got the carrots done. We got our onion. I don't usually peel the onion right away. I like to cut it. Then you get a little bit more of a little grip here to get rid of this stuff. I should have cut the end off first, but oh well, it'd be like that. No big deal. Oop, shit, it hit the floor. All right, anyways, you got your onion, basic same thing, slice it up, needs to be chopped. Save the fun one for last, the onion, the crier maker, or the make crier, oh, whatever, shut up. Chop this baby up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now it's all gonna go in the pot at the same time. So I just put it all in like one big bowl. One thing I like to do that the recipe doesn't call for, I like to add throw some salt, get some pepper. I like a lot of pepper. And kind of mix it all up. Flavors up the vegetables. And To me, it makes it taste better. Okay. We have our mixture of vegetables, our beef bouillon cubes. I'm going to pour this in here very carefully to our boiling water. Okay, now we add our salsa. And I gotta add one more cup. All right, what I should have had ready, the spoon. Just mix it up in there real quick. Just get to a boil, we'll move it down to let it simmer. Okay, so now, while that's cooking in there, we gotta make meatballs. So, I'm using gloves just because I need to cut my nails, so I don't want to get stuff underneath my nails. And it's a little more sanitary. So we add the meat in, throw that to the side. Like, I like to punch a little hole in the middle here. And now we gotta add breadcrumbs. 2/3 breadcrumbs. Once again, if you want the exact recipe for a certain amount, let me know. Like, comment or send me an email. But for me, 2/3 breadcrumbs, 2/3 milk. Okay, cut it. So you just want to mush it all together. Get all that milk and all the breadcrumbs mixed in there. The fun part about this one is, as soon as you start to do this, that's when your nose starts to itch. Yay, torture. All right. Okay, so now, once you mix it up real good, you just grab some meat. Make meatballs. It's not too hard. I don't think that takes too much to explain to do. You don't want them too big, but then, you know, you don't want to make them too small either. So, grab a good amount, what you think is good. Roll them up. Like, these are pretty good size. I probably can go a little bit smaller, but that's pretty much a good size meatball. You also got to remember, the thicker and the bigger they are, the longer it's going to take to cook also. Okay, so we made our meatballs. Some of these I probably could have made a little smaller, but it is what it is. All right, so here we have our soup. As you can see, look at that. Look how good that is. I know you can't smell it. My camera person can smell it. I'm pretty sure they'll give you the thumbs up. Okay, so now we just start putting the meatballs in the soup. Okay, as you can see, we got all the meatballs in there. We're gonna let this get back to a boil before we let it simmer. So now it's just a waiting game for it to cook, and then we'll check after a little bit, stir occasionally, and then bon appetit. So while we wait for that to cook, we can do our cilantro really fast. I already washed it. Just gotta chop it up, nice and choppy. All right, so timer went off. Let's turn that off. Okay, so I'm gonna lower this down. Let's look at that. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take a meatball out and make sure it's cooked. So let me get a nice big one. Let's see, let's check this one. So you wanna cut it in half, make sure it's cooked. And that one's, yeah, it's cooked. Let's see, ow! It's hot. Throw that back in there. Let's grab another one. I like to check like one or two different ones. You know, why check this just one? And, oh, okay, it's all cooked. And we're good to go. Okay, so now we got the finished product. We have our cilantro that we chopped earlier. And we just sprinkle some of that on there. And you're done. And let's just look at that. Look at that. Delicious. Delicious. It's hot too. Really easy to do and doesn't take that long. So until next time, I hope you like and subscribe. Comment if you want the full recipe. I can email you it or something. And go check out my other videos. And until next time, deuces.
Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have some more chicken, have some more pie.